This is your handover video for the Premier. I'm going to start with the driver's side of the vehicle and I'm going to take you around and show you all the compartments and what they're for. Okay, so on the driver's side then, the first one we come to here is your electric hookup cable point. So you plug your cable in there and then plug it into the campsite where you're staying just to keep your vehicle charged or to run it off the electric. So all the vans will have an electric cable usually kept in the boot. Next one we come to then is your habitational door. So there is one little individual key on your keyring that will work all the compartments on the outside as well as your hab door for opening and closing. And then there's just a wee button inside here for your step. Next compartment then is your toilet cassette. So to remove your cassette then, little blue lever, lift it up and then just gently pull your cassette out. Okay. So when it comes to emptying this, blue button there will release any pressure inside the tank. Turn that, unscrew that, and then you can tip this down the black water disposal at the campsites. Back on, twist it back into position, and then to wash your tank out, just pull the wee grey flap forward, twist this, and then you can hose that out inside. So we do ask before you return the vehicle that you do clean this out for us, just for health and safety reasons. A little bit of water, a little bit of toilet chemical back into the tank then. Close it up. And then put it back into position and then just make sure it's locked in place. Okay, the last one on the driver's side then is going to be the garage door. So just get in and we'll have a wee look at this. Just unlock. So this vehicle comes with tons of space, so it's really, really good. Again, in here you're going to find your hookup cable, you're going to find your hose. But anchor points there as well, but loads of space for storage. So just the back then of the Premier vehicle, reverse camera and your bike rack. Again, strapped up there at the moment, just loosen that down and then you have your little arms here. So those are all lockable and there is keys attached to your vehicle keys to secure your bikes. The gas tanks then in this vehicle are stored within the boot, so you need to come around to the passenger side, open up, and there's a little compartment here and that's where you'll find your 2 tanks, okay? So travelling, tanks must be switched off. They go against the norm. You turn them clockwise to turn them off, anti-clockwise to turn them on, okay? Little gauges on the top there to let you know how much is in them. But if you do get parked up, we always recommend that you open both tanks just in case one does run out, then it will automatically piggyback off the other. On the off chance that you do need to top the gas up, that is where you do it there at any gas low station, okay? Just plug it in and pump it until your tanks are full. So, freshwater refill then. So we'll give you a full tank of water. If you do find on your little gauge inside that you're running low, this is where you would top it up. So just treat that like a fuel cap. And that just unscrews. The hose will be in the back of the vehicle there as well. Plug it in and away you go. Okay, so just under here, you'll see a pipe and there's a little metal bar here. This is where you will empty the dirty water from your shower and your sink. There is a little brace inside the van. So once we get inside the van, we'll get the brace, we'll come out and we'll show you how that works. And the last area here then is your fuel cap refill, okay? So with these vehicles, you need to open the door and open the fuel cap, okay? There's nothing to unscrew in these vehicles, just straight into the hole there. AdBlue is down the bottom there, but we'll fill that. You don't need to worry about that. So you just need to bring the vehicle back with a full tank of diesel again. Okay, so just the driver's cab then of the vehicle. Nothing too complicated up front here. You have your wipers and your indicators. Over this side, then you're going to have your window switches and your electronic wing mirrors. Down here you've got the lock button, so at night time you're going to bed, don't use the key to lock the van, okay? Use the button on the driver's door here. If you use the key, you're going to trigger internal sensors. The alarm will start screaming if you get up to use the bathroom or anything in the middle of the night, so just use the button at the side here. This vehicle has an electronic handbrake, okay? So foot on the brake and push the button in will turn the handbrake off. Foot on the brake and pull the button out will apply the handbrake, okay? If in doubt, just keep a wee eye on your red light on your dashboard there. And again, automatic. Gear stick will not move unless your foot is on the brake, and your key won't come out of the ignition unless the vehicle is back in park. Your radio there, nothing overly complicated with that. There is Bluetooth, so you can connect your phone to it, and you have some charging points at the front here as well. Okay, window blinds then for this vehicle. the front, just pinch and pull. Same from the passenger side, they'll come off and they'll meet in the middle there with a magnet. And then the passengers and driver's door, again, pinch and just pull. So these are very flimsy, they are just paper. So just be gentle with them and they will slot in there. And again, just nice and gently back into their catches. Seats on the van do swivel as well if you're entertaining. Just above the forward and back, you will find another little lever. Just pull it towards the middle of the van and that will allow you to spin your seat round. Obviously when travelling, make sure your seats are locked in the forward position again. Okay, main control panel then of this vehicle is just above your fridge and below your TV. So on off switch there. As soon as you touch it, some lights will come on. Very simple to use this panel. So the top one is your battery, fresh water, wastewater. So at the moment there you can see the battery is sitting at 12.3 volts. If you see it coming down towards the amber, then you know you will need to get into a campsite somewhere and get plugged in to get charged up. Fresh water there's only 25% in the tank at the moment, so that you're at a stage there now where you would need to fill it, and this one's empty. So if this was full, and as it's coming down, when you touch this one will start to fill up. So whenever you refill, you must empty at the same time. Truma heating system in this van, so just to waken it up, just push the button. And then whatever one's flashing is the one that we're going to be working with. That's just a wee wheel there to move along the options. So we'll start with the heating of the van. So push the button and at the moment it's off. So you can turn it up to whatever temperature you want. It goes up to a nice 30 degrees there. So whatever temperature you desire then, push the button. And at the moment there it's going to start to look for electricity to heat the van, but it's not going to find it because we're not plugged in. So again, push the button and turn the wheel and just turn the heating off if you don't want it. Next one then is your hot water. So again, push the button, off, economical mode, and hot, and boost. Okay, so hot water probably take over an hour to heat the tank. Boost, you should be getting hot water in approximately 30-40 minutes. Okay, so just choose whatever option you want, push the button, and again there you can see it's starting to look for electricity to heat the water. Go back and we'll turn that off. The next one then is the source of how you're going to heat your van and heat your water. Okay, so push the button. At the moment it's on electric 2, electric 1, and so we'll start with gas. So you can turn your gas on, you can run your heating and your water off the gas. Mix 1 is a mixture of gas and electric. And mix 2, electric 1 and electric 2 for running your heating and your water off the electric. So electric 1 and electric 2 will depend on the voltage at the campsite. And again, with mix 1 or mix 2, which one you would use would be determined by the electric source at the campsite. Okay, so then you would just choose your option. We always generally leave it on gas for customers at the start. The next one then is the vent. So at the moment, go into the vents, and that's just the fan speed. So you can adjust how much or how quickly the air is being pumped out of the little air pockets around the van. So again, heating, hot water, how you're going to heat your van and your water and your vent. Okay, so at the front end of the van here, you can see a nice little dining area. Again, your chairs will swivel round so you can sit facing each other. TV and then remote control will generally stay in this wee compartment in here. Fridge, freezer, so really good size fridge and freezer in this van. Okay, again, whenever you come to pick it up, we will have the fridge on for you. We generally always leave it on automatic, which means it will find its own source, whether it be the gas, the electric, or the vehicle battery when driving. So we'll just switch that off again at the moment. Kitchen, your sink, and then your little gas cooker. So again, nothing overly complicated with this. Push, turn, and then the pilot light to get it going. Okay, don't close the glass down until everything's cooled down or else the glass will shatter. All your windows then have these little blinds. So you have your blackouts. You can go for full blackout, you can go for full fly screen, or you can have a combination of both there, and then just your little window latches. Storage compartments, plenty of those around the van, light switches and plug sockets there as well. So just below there then you have your gas cooker. Again, similar situation with the gas top, push, turn and pilot light to get it going. Okay, so now we're at the back end of the van here and you can see lovely big double bed, accessible from both sides. Storage cupboards, and then you have your skylight above the bed here as well. So again, you've got your night blind and you've got your fly screen. If you do wish to open any of the skylights in this van, push the button in, pull the handle down, and then just follow the track on top, okay? And again, push it back up in and make sure it's locked. Right, so bathroom. Quite a unique bathroom in this vehicle. So this door can close over, so you can separate the two areas of the van off during the day if you don't wish people to see this area. So you have your toilet, okay? So again, toilet will swivel just to give you a little bit of extra leg room. So whenever you do come to use the toilet, you need to open it first of all, okay? So pull the grey lever, do whatever needs done, close, flush, and close, okay? Good practice just to close that, just stops any smells coming up through. It's also very important that that is closed before you remove the tank from outside. If you don't do that, then the top of the tank will break, okay? So open, toilet, flush, and close. Some storage compartments in there as well, and then you have your little sink. Round to this side, then you have your shower. Okay, so the first thing you need to do if you want to use your shower is you need to lift the plate out of the floor. Just gives you a little bit more space. And then your shower is completely independent there, just with your doors. Okay, and then just for travelling, they just keep pinned shut, stop them from rattling. And then whenever you put your board back in, that'll keep the other door closed. And that's you. Loads of storage again on the floor of the van. There's storage compartments there and storage compartments down here. And again, there's more storage underneath the bed. Okay, so this van is 4 belt and 4 berth. So you have your big double bed at the back and you also have another double bed up here. So this one's super easy to use. Button, pull it across, grab and pull. Just make sure there's nothing blocking the cabinets underneath and then just pull it down. Okay, the ladder then just clips on. And that is how you access your bed. Usually found in the cutlery drawer. This is the little brace that we talked about that was needed to empty your wastewater. So if you follow me, I'll show you how this works. Drop our step. Okay, so it's like a little mini wheel brace, and then it said just beside the pipe is the metal bar. Hook it on, and then I think it's already open. There we go. It's just some water draining out. Okay, so whenever the tank's empty, then you can just lock it back up again. Oh, and that's you. So make sure this always stays in the van, okay? We don't want to lose this or else you'll not be able to empty your tank, but was always kept in the cutlery drawer. So this is just another slightly different layout within our Premier range. So come on in and we'll have a wee look. Front lounge area, all the same. Kitchen, more or less the same. The big difference is going to be your back beds here. So you can opt for 2 singles, or we can make this into 1 extra large double. So there's a little plate there, just pulls out, and then pads to drop in to make a massive double bed. There is a little tiny ladder here that hooks on for you to get up into the vehicle or up into the bed. Okay, so again, tons of storage underneath this bed too, and a slightly different bathroom. So your bathroom is all in one here. Again, toilet all works the same way. And then to access your shower, push the little button there, and that pulls across. And that's you into your shower area. Okay, so the last layout then we have in the Premier range is a combination of the other 2 vehicles. So the large split bed there that converts into 1 massive double, and your split bathroom here, toilet and shower.